Hello! Welcome to LNC and Knowledge, Lyrics Music Channel of spiritual insight and wisdom that was shared to you so you can take along your spiritual journey. I hope you're having a good day, good night, wherever you're at, and whenever you see this, make sure that you're prayed up and in that light of Jesus. Okay, so before we get into this message, I will use my shamanic drum to cleanse the space, clear the energy, and we will go from there. Okay, so the intuitive message I have for you guys today is you came here to teach the human race, okay? And you know that. You have that feeling. You have that knowledge, right? You were born with inevitable high consciousness. Like an inevitable high consciousness that, like, it just can't be denied. Like, you came here on a whole nother level, okay? So God definitely wants to use you, and you're being called to be of service. You're here to teach lessons, and you could be walking karma for certain people is what I'm hearing. I split the deck and I see tarot and guidance. You may be a tarot reader, or with the guidance card, you give guidance to people. Intuitive guidance, godly guidance. You are a master at this, or you're mastering something in this life. So you, like I said, you were born with inevitable high consciousness and frequency to lead and teach lower conscious beings. You are here to raise the standards of life in all around you. So you may have experienced certain situations where you had to know your worth, know your value, and set the bar extremely high because of who you are spiritually. And I think I say this multiple times in my readings, but you are more than this body, and you don't limit yourself. You don't. You came here with intellect, strength, and power that was instilled within you. Those are your gifts. The more people learn from you, the more powerful you get. Oh my God, now my sage. Sorry, God, but my sage wants to get out. So hold on one second. Go ahead. So, yes. With that being said, yeah, the more people that learn from you, the more powerful you get. You bring a higher level of teaching with spirituality, physical lessons, and mental lessons. So I'm hearing you can break down all the lessons in all forms. You're aware of the lessons in all forms, not just the physical lessons, you know, the spiritual lessons, the emotional, the mental lessons. So it's like you have multiple hats or something like that. You have a lot of, you're multidimensional, but you have a lot of, you know, when they say you got multiple hats, you can do a lot of things. Like, you're not, like I said, bringing it back to limited. You're not limited. You have the power to control and program the mindset of nations for the most positive outcomes for humanity. You embody and carry God's intelligence and wit. You have life skills. And you came here to restore the consciousness of humanity. You are here to speak, teach, preach. And God is your greatest teacher. Your relationship with God is what's giving you this ability to do all of this. Like, I'm seeing a sermon. I'm seeing a motivational speaker. I'm seeing people paying to hear you talk. You don't have to be in college. You don't have to be a professor, or you could be. I could be talking to a professor right now. But I'm hearing you didn't need no physical degree to gain this intelligence. You didn't have to be taught by the colleges to gain this intelligence. Now, God is calling me to speak up about my grandfather and how he went to college for preaching. He went to school to preach. And he also preached in prisons, and that's what he was doing for so many years. But then he created his own business, and he makes retainers, dentures, and stuff. Just he's in the dental field. But guess what? He didn't go to college for it. He didn't go to college for it, but that's his career now. Literally. He took a chance. You take chances, is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing DIY. Do it yourself. So you do a lot of things yourself because you get the best results when your hand is in the mix of the creation. When you are creating, you do take bits and pieces and lessons from other people, but you word things differently. You express yourself way differently to the point where people can digest it. Certain people can't get to certain people, you know, because the way it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So it's the way you say it that clicks within these spirits, within the souls, in their minds, in their consciousness. It's a certain form of words, your format, that literally activates God's souls. It's your perception, it's your perspective that shows them a new way of living, thinking, learning, and experiencing life. Yeah, so let's pull some cards to see what else we can get from that. Okay, I split the deck, and I always love to split the deck and get the messages from it because it's here for a reason. So I got transformation, number 13. Number 13 could be your favorite number. Number 4, number 8 could be a life path 8, life path 13, life path 4. Add that together, you could be a life path 12. And then you could be a life path 3 also. With that being said, transformation and positive movement forward. So you came here to create transformation, and you came here to bring positive, to shift the frequency in a positive way. You are here to make things flow. So when things are creating friction, you can make it flow again. You are the spiritual handyman or handywoman. So you know how like the handyman builds foundations. Oh, that's so crazy because the handyman builds homes, and they're the people you call on to help fix and build things, right? And like I said with the handyman, and then the firm foundation and disruption, it's like you can make it firm again. You may find yourself around things that break down or people that break down, and you can give them a firm foundation. You create a firm frequency, a foundational frequency, if that's even a word, but for God's people. And he loves that about you, because I may be talking to somebody who watched the video, God can count on you so you can count on him. And that's where I'm getting this at. Again, he's showing me that video again. And God knows. Oh my God, now I'm hearing Fix It Felix. I don't know if you guys watched that movie before. What was it called? I forgot what it was called. But fix it, Felix. Fix it, Felix. That's how God looks at you in the spiritual realm. Like, he knows that you can get the job done. You can get that spiritual job done. You help people who have like suicidal thoughts, people who are depressed, people who are in bad relationships. You show them their worth. You let them know who they are. When somebody tries to degrade them, when somebody tries to make them feel lower, you literally lift their hearts up. You pour into God's people, and that's why God is giving you this power. Do you remember what I said before earlier in the video? I said, the more people learn from you, the more powerful you get, the more powerful you become. And it's not, oh, I'm trying to be Hercules and I'm the big bully. Like, no, you earned this power. Like, you're earning your strength. You're earning this wisdom. Like, this isn't just handed to you. Like, and people might feel like that. Like, you just think you know it all. You are good enough. You just think you know it all. People think you're a know-it-all or something like that. But it's like, you're here to know a lot. Like, you came here with a lot of knowledge already, you know? And it's, everybody's destiny is not the same. Like, so certain people might get intimidated. Some people might get jealous of, does God love you more than he loves me? Like, all that ego all that ego talk. Like, you don't talk from your ego. You speak from the spirit. You speak from your soul. You speak from a higher consciousness. You don't, people are shocked at the way you react to certain situations, because they're just like, how can they just not be affected by this? Some people might think you just don't have emotions or something like that, just because you ain't bawling your eyes out or crying, or you just binge drinking or something like that. Like, I'm hearing two groups, and I'm not judging anybody. I'm just saying, like, there's some people who cope with their problems, and there's some people who deal with it and heal from it. And you're definitely a person who deals with the problem, and you don't like to let it just ride out and ride out. I'm hearing you can, if any obstacles come your way in your personal life, you understand how to get out of it way quicker than other people. But that's because you're really special. You're not saying other people aren't, but it's just like, the way you operate is otherworldly. It's honorable. You know your worth. Like I said, with that, you are good enough. Like, you know you're good enough. Nobody can tell you it's not. And you're an action taker. You don't like to be stagnant. Then this card right here says, bring love into the situation. You bring love into every situation. You bring light into every situation, every obstacle, every challenge. You infuse it with your godly love, your godly intellect. So during tough situations, you don't take matters into your own hands. You allow God to involve himself. You allow God to take control. And that's another thing. You don't force nothing, right? You understand force causes friction. You allow God, like, you're like, okay, and that's the wisdom, that's the intellect, that's the knowledge that you have. That's what makes you so smart, is like, okay, I know I'm a human down here, so I know that obviously one person can't save the whole entire world, right? So with that being said, you do what you can and what you're called to do. But when you're called to take a step back in a certain situation, or just let it go or let it flow, regardless of what's happening, you actually, because you see the bigger play. You see something bigger is happening. And that's the knowledge, that's the wisdom that you have. That's why you're so witty, because it's like, people don't know when to stop. People don't know when to, okay, let's actually put this in God's hands. Let's actually take a deep breath and not take action off of impulse. I'm hearing you don't make impulsive decisions. You may have been tested before, like tested with your emotions on how you react. Like, you had to go through training for this position. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't just handed to you. You may have went through emotional loss. You went through obstacles and challenges. You had to sacrifice. There were times where it was boring and stagnant, but you kept hope. You kept hope and you kept going with your triumph energy. You're unstoppable, especially with God, because it's not even you. Okay, so say God tell you to stop. You're still going. You're still moving because you took action on what God called you to do, so God can start moving. So it's like, you imagine, you now I'm hearing footprints in the sand. But like how, imagine both, but I'm seeing 4 sets of feet, right? I said 4 sets, 2 sets of feet, 2 people. And they're walking. You're walking with God. You're walking with Jesus on this beach, right? And then y'all both doing it. Y'all, now I'm seeing, what's that thing when y'all put your one leg in the sack, and y'all hop, like y'all have to hop, and it's a race. I'm sorry, is it called a sack race? But not with you just a single person. It's with 2 people, like, you know, one leg, both of y'all legs, one's in, one's out, right? And y'all both hopping. And that's how you move with God. And y'all win every time. Because the thing is, everybody, all these humans trying to partner up with each other, right? With other humans, but you're partnering up with a higher power. You know, that's the difference. Imagine you having your own business and you partner up with God. Signing your spiritual contract with God instead of partnering up with another human who ain't even connected to God, right? Now I just got this card, prosperity begins. So it's looking at your hand and God's hand. Well, your hand, and then that's God's hand over your hand, helping you grow, helping you bloom in your life. You're allowing God to literally bring God, you are planting seeds with God. It's not just you planting seeds. You only move with God. You don't move with no other energy. Yeah, and with this card right here, wisdom. You know you got that wisdom. Your crown chakra lit. You may be writing down stories, writing a book, or writing your information or your past or something in this book. Something's in a book. Or maybe you're reading books for more knowledge, spiritual books and stuff like that currently, or you're being called to continue to read or buy some spiritual books, or if you've seen a book that you wanted to buy it regardless of the price, because knowledge, you don't want to let money block you from your knowledge, right? So it's like, it's gonna be worth it in the end if there's like a book or something that you want to write, or a book that you want to read or something like that. Another thing with your intelligence, you know it's okay to wait. You know it's okay to wait. Some people can't wait, and that's what makes them ignorant. It makes them not as intelligent, because intelligent comes with listening to what God is calling you to do. That's what makes you intelligent. Just like a teacher, when you listen to what they're teaching you, you get intelligent, right? So it's like you're listening to what God tells you and you become more intelligent. So yeah, I thank you for your service. Continue to be who you are. Continue to grow. And another thing I wanted to say before I close this out was, I'm starting to infuse more energies and affirmations into my videos beyond what I'm saying to you guys right now. So whenever you watch my video, you gain, your intuition enhances. When you listen to my voice, your intelligence increases, like your protection increases, everything. I'm just going to keep infusing energies into my videos. And I want to let you guys know that that's what I'm doing, because some people don't. This is the difference between me and everybody else. I know I'm doing what's right, right? So I don't have nothing to hide. I'm going to let you guys know exactly what's going on and what energies I'm putting out. And you can make that decision if you want to stay or if you want to leave. You know what I mean? But then there's people who want to put certain energies and of negative attraction, just trying to keep you guys on their channel. There's people that are out here, tarot readers, be mindful. There's tarot readers out here that are just trying to, all they care about is their victory. Oh man, all they care about is their success. As you see, there's one person right here. It's this one tarot reader. There's somebody that you watch or something like that who is like putting some type of energy to make you guys keep coming back, make you guys feel like you need them, like Then this card came right after that, deception and envy. So it's like a mask. Some tarot reader out here is faking, bro, like for real. So be mindful of who y'all watching and who y'all listening to. And like I said, ooh, that ain't even, this was at the top of the deck right here. Something's being hidden. I know I'm a young reader, so it may make certain people like, I don't know if she really the real deal, you know what I mean? But I'm at my beginning stages. But I'm just saying, other people, there's some young readers out here who just, I be like, y'all don't got the best energy for me. I don't really feel comfortable watching you guys or supporting, because it's just like, what energies am I supporting when it comes to you? But yeah, that's why I wanted to tell you guys, because I was just like, before I filmed this, I prayed and I infused my positive energy in it, and then something just told me, like, if I'm doing this, I know other readers are doing this, but they may not be, it may not be the best energy. That's just all I'm saying. So just be mindful of who, I'm hearing friends too. There might be some friends who might do cards or something. You might have a spiritual friend around you that does cards, and you think that they're of light, but they're really not. They're faking. Some people are taking messages from readers and trying to claim it as their own. But yeah, I know that's really random because that was not the topic of the conversation, but I just had to say that and put that out here. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.